Well, the start of the new year also means the start of award season in Hollywood. There is at least one award show every week from the beginning of January all the way through the middle of March.
Yeah, and although 2017 was a great year for movies, 2018 just may be even better. To prove our point, we have Rob Rector, who is a film critic and founder of the Revival House Theater, joining us in historic Studio D. And today we are talking about some highly anticipated movies coming out in 2018. But first, I want to look back a little bit. We talked about the award season coming up. Any predictions for best movie?
There's a lot out there. Dunkirk, we talked about that last year. That's been a front runner. Shape of Water is another one that's been earning a lot of praise. One of the smaller ones, Lady Bird, that's been earning a lot of accolades recently. So so right now it's a wide open race, but there's definitely some front contenders. The Post, another one that was just recently released. Phantom Thread is another one too. Both of those haven't met wide releases yet, so local audiences have yet to see them.
Right.
But as they progress, you know, as the weeks progress, they'll be released slowly in more theaters.
Okay. All right. So there you go. All right. So we have got 10 movies we're going to talk about for 2018.
Sure. 10 of the countless.
Of the countless.
Yes.
You took the 10 best. We're going to start with the latest Star Wars installment.
Yes. Not The Last Jedi, which is still raking it in at the box office right now. But number 10, this is based on Internet Movie Database does a kind of a compilation list of all the most popular films, most anticipated films by their readers. So number 10 would be Solo, A Star Wars Story, which is kind of a prequel to the whole initial trilogy of Star Wars, right. Talking about Han Solo's early years. The interesting thing about this one is it was in production with certain directors, and then they got canned almost 3/4 of the way through, put Ron Howard in. Ron Howard essentially reshot the entire thing, and it's going to be released in May, and we've still yet to see like one cell of footage from it, so it's anybody's guess right now, but we're kind of keeping our fingers crossed for it.
Yeah. Okay, we have 9 more to get through.
9 more, I know, I'm sorry.
All right,
so,
Mission Impossible
6 is a 20-year-old franchise, and it's still going strong. It's going to pick up right after Rogue Nation has left off, and you know, it's one of Tom Cruise's most enduring franchises that he has. So that looks to be another hit for him this summer.
Okay.
Yep.
Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8 is kind of a tangent now. This one's going to star an all-female cast. Sandra Bullock plays Danny Ocean, who's George Clooney's sister in this, and also Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Rihanna. They go after a costume jewelry heist, much like the Ocean's stars in the first trilogy.
Right. Okay, another one, an 80s remake, The Predator.
Yeah, The Predator is kind of fits between after Predator 2, and it's directed by Shane Black, who was a star in the first one, and there's rumor that it might have a Predator star from the first one who might help them get to the chopper. So yes, so yeah, I wonder who might that be. So yeah, that one's another part of I think that's the 4th one in the series.
Well, it's not like he has anything else to do right now.
Yeah, right. He's a busy man.
Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah, Pacific Rim is not a film that a lot of people have heard of. It came out, it did modest business. This stars John Boyega, who is currently in The Last Jedi, plays Finn, and it's robots versus monsters.
Yeah.
And
another one that we're looking forward to seeing is Tomb Raider. This is actually a remake of the one that Lara Croft.
Yeah, or kind of a restart of it. But yes, this is the first time in like about 20 years that Lara Croft has been on the big screen. Stars Alicia Vikander as as Lara Croft, and it's kind of a chance to re-energize and serialize the movie. But a lot of eyes are on this one for this summer.
Okay, so let me ask you about Jurassic World. I like the original movie. I didn't like the follow-ups to that, but
right, yeah. So this will be actually the 5th. Jurassic World came out a couple years ago, and this is the kind of sequel to that one. Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, most of the cast of this last sequels will return for this, and this is an attempt to rescue the dinosaurs off of the island before a volcanic explosion. So new twist
So it's
to
a
it.
good
Twist,
chance to
yeah.
give it a shot.
Okay, let's talk Deadpool, another highly anticipated film for 2018.
And if you've seen any of the marketing for that so far, I mean, Ryan Reynolds has done a bang-up job with marketing this, and they've already put out a kind of a teaser trailer for it, and it looks to be more the R-rated kind of adult superhero humor as the first one.
Okay.
Yep.
Enough said. Black Panther?
Black Panther is the #2 most anticipated film. It's part of the Marvel franchise, and it is going to be released before the #1 film that we'll talk about. But yeah, a lot of eyes are on this one too to start the whole franchise with this superhero who was just briefly alluded to in some of the other Marvel movies.
And I'm really excited to say that I am anticipating the next one, which is Avengers: Infinity War. I'm very excited about that.
That is the #1 most anticipated film of 2018. All the Marvel superheroes from the last few years are all combining together for this one film to battle Thanos. So yeah, even the Guardians of the Galaxy make an appearance in this one as well too.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be star-studded, that's for sure.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
You may.
It seems like there's like a lot of remakes of stuff that's already been done.
Yeah, there's
Have we got anything original coming up that we can look forward to?
two. Yes, of the 7 remakes or 7 remakes and 28 sequels, there are some originals poking through the veil here.
Yeah.
So in February we're starting off with one called Annihilation. That's Natalie Portman. Will be starring in. It's based on a novel from Jeff Vandermeer, very popular series of novels, and she's headlining that. It's a group of scientists who go out and look into this kind of outbreak zone and discover something hideous. So that looks to be very interesting. And then in March, probably one of the most anticipated. In fact, if we had 11 films on the list, this would be it. A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
Which is huge. It's Oprah Winfrey is starring in it. It's directed by Ava DuVernay, and it's based on a novel from I'm gonna mispronounce her name, but it's Madeleine L'Engle-Camp. I think it's one of her popular series. It's a fantasy. It's supposed to be a franchise starter, so a lot of people are looking forward to that one too.
Let me ask you this: what are you most anticipating? What are you really excited for?
There is one that is actually on the list of originals that I'm really looking forward to, called Isle of Dogs. And not only am I a dog lover, but it's also directed by Wes Anderson, who did the fantastic Mr. Fox, and it's in the same kind of style, the stop motion animation, old school style, about a boy who lands in this island of talking dogs. And it just looks really whimsical and very unique and one of a kind. So.
And I just want to throw it out there, the reboot of Mary Poppins is coming out. I'm very excited about that. Did you know about that?
Wait.
Emily
Okay.
Blunt, is it Emily Blunt?
Yes, it is.
Playing
Emily
Mary
Blunt.
Poppins coming out this
In
year.
December.
Okay, now look, you've just gone through a whole bunch. What are you looking forward to the most?
Mary Poppins.
Yeah?
I just said it. No, actually, Avengers.
I was getting ready to say, you were all up about Avengers.
I know. It's a long year.
What if Mary Poppins could join the event?
There you go. Rob, thank you.
She's got the special powers.
She's got the special superpowers. Rob, thank you so much.
you.
It's always great to have you. And thank you for not coming in and scaring me this time. You may remember last time I was here, it was a little scary.
I am scary. Very scary.
Stay with us. Del Marvel Life will be right back.